No matter what you do, don't let him grab you.
If you're hearing our voices, it means it's time for It's This Meets That podcast, where we watch the worst movies. We try to run credits scene by scene, so you don't have to, but maybe you should. I'm Russ.
Good start. I'm Jared.
I'm leaving that. We're not redoing that one.
No, we don't fix anything here, listeners. You know that.
Yep, that's right. Unless it needs to be fixed.
That's right. Don't be sorry, be better.
That's right. That's prime directive number 1.
That's right.
If you can't tell your friends, you probably shouldn't be doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think so.
Right? If you can't tell a friend, you shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah. It's probably weird.
It's probably weird.
Quit being weird.
Yeah. If you got heads in your freezer and you can't tell a friend, that's weird. Stop doing it. Right?
Yeah. And if you can tell a friend and you have heads in your freezer,
good friend. Good friend. No, good friend. No, wait, good friend,
yeah.
Right?
You're right.
Great friend.
You trying to tell me something? on the air?
Yeah, next time you come over, I'll show you something I have in my freezer.
Cool.
It's called friendship test. All right, so all that aside, friends are great. That's good. We're back with a new movie, new teardown, new movie teardown.
Yep.
We're going back. We're going back to some horror.
That's right. And listeners, in case you thought we were going to totally change the podcast after episode 300, we're not.
Right. Episode 301. It's just
same
like
shit. Different day.
Just like episode 296, 1 through 299, 300. The empire has risen. We're just
maintained.
maintained.
Yeah, status quo, baby.
Yes. Okay. So, oh man, it's like we haven't done this in so long. What happens next?
Trailer trash time, and I tell people what movie we're doing, and
you do the next part. Okay, go for it. Do it.
That's right.
Do your job. Do your job. You don't get paid for.
Yeah, exactly. So we're talking about the trailer for The Devil Below.
Ooh, The Devil Below.
Right, 2021 joint.
Yikes. 2021, rough year to release a movie. Well, to make a movie, to release one.
I bet this was directed streaming anyway. I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
has to be.
Yeah.
So the premise here: a group of 4 amateur adventurers who specialize in exploring remote and forsaken places pay a visit to Shookham Hills, a town in the remote Appalachian Mountains, which was abandoned decades ago due to a mysterious coal mine fire.
Ooh. Guess what? I'm shook 'em up because I'm Shookham Hills.
Yeah, I also like how it's Shookham Hills when you're like, well, presumably they're talking about Skookum or something, like big machinery and like I bet that's what the inspiration is here. I'm assuming.
Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of fun fast facts we're gonna be able to look up about Shookham Hills and all that sort of stuff. Yeah.
Well, I can't wait.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna save that, but I have some answers.
Yeah. Oh, right on. Yeah. I also just love calling people amateur adventurers. Like, is that we amateur adventurers?
So hold on. How can you be an amateur adventurer who specializes in something?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah. I mean, we're amateur podcasters who specialize in movie podcasts, right?
Yes, that's true. We have like no idea what we're doing, but we're amateurs. But yeah, I guess until we get paid,
amateur specialists.
I guess you're amateur until you get paid. Once you get paid, then you're professional, right?
I think that's right.
I think that's kind of like the clear lines there.
I think you're right.
Okay,
well, then we're professional because we made money on T-shirts. We've made
$8 from a fan. We've made $100 in advertising ad money. Come on, are you kidding me? I mean, I just told everyone our bankrolling, but
raking in the bucks.
Yeah.
Completely forgot. We're professionals.
We are professionals. We've been paid. We have been paid to do this thing.
Congratulations, bud.
Thanks, bud. Congrats to you. 301. Let's go.
Let's go.
To more advertising.
To more professionalism.
To be more professional.
Can you imagine?
No. We've never been professional a day in our life.
That's right.
So we have amateur, they're adventurers, they're spelunkers, they specialize in exploring remote and forsaken places.
What is a forsaken place?
Who puts that on their list? Like, I check out forsaken places. What does that mean? What does that do?
Oh, I saw a brochure about that once. Deep in Appalachia.
Yeah. Deep in Appalachia.
Oh yeah, famous forsaken places.
Yeah, Appalachian Mountains. I mean, we all know there's cannibals up there.
Yeah, for sure.
There's
Yeah.
no doubt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Listeners, let us know.
Anyone in the mountains? Well, let us know.
Yeah. Are you a cannibal?
We know you get an internet. We know you keep heads in your freezer.
That's right. It all comes back.
See, it was meant to be. Okay, cool. So we got a mine, we got mysterious things, we got Appalachian Mountains, creepy area. I've been through it. I drove all through it actually this past couple months ago in May.
Cool.
Definitely some creepy areas related to it. I was like, there's definitely cannibals here. Yep. And that's, and I drove faster through it. So
Makes sense. Have we done a mine movie? Is this our first mine movie?
this might be our first mine movie actually. Yeah. We haven't gotten into mines yet or any quarries.
Well, I would call that possibly a quarry in 211 at the beginning there in Afghanistan. Hard to say.
You mean Bulgaria?
Right. Afghanistan / Bulgaria. Yeah. I mean Kabul / city in Bulgaria. Sorry, Bulgarian listeners. Belgrade? Is Belgrade in Bulgaria?
I mean, we know Sofia, Bulgaria, which is where the studio is, right? But
yep, I totally remembered that.
Don't know how big of a population it is. So
in Sofia?
Yeah, no clue.
Yeah, hard to say.
It's probably like, I don't know, maybe let's say 40,000 people. It's a city. Yep. It's a solid SimCity city.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like one that's thriving.
as defined by SimCity rules.
Yeah, of course. I
can't tell if you're looking.
Dude, there's over 1 million people.
What? In Sofia?
In Sofia, Bulgaria.
I thought there was only 40,000.
Capital and most populated city of Bulgaria.
I'll be honest. I thought there was only 50,000 people in Bulgaria total. So I went 40,000 in Sofia. So
yeah, almost 1.3 million.
Holy smokes. That's bigger than Boston.
It's bigger than Boston. Yeah.
Like double.
Yeah, without not counting students and stuff.
Yeah,
for sure.
Cambridge and Somerville are not considered Boston, so yeah.
Of course.
Right. Huh.
Yeah, wow, what a world. I mean, it's bigger than even Burgess.
Yeah, as it should be, right?
Yeah, 200 grand in that one. So it's like twice in Manchester, New Hampshire, not UK.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, yeah, we don't.
For our UK listeners.
Yeah, well, I don't think they're listening right now.
I think we have more UK listeners than New Hampshire listeners. So
probably. They're all a bit busy right now. So moving along.
Oh, God. Yeah, tough times. Hey, solidarity out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
go beat up a fascist somewhere.
Yeah, right? Don't do
that. I didn't say that.
Don't do violence to get violence, but
that's right.
Anyways,
yeah. All right, so
Nazis are bad. Great. So here we are. The Devil Below. Speaking of which, the Devil Below.
The Devil Below us all.
Do we have any fan service? Oh, that's right. That was the next segment. You just did that. You said that. Do we have any?
Yeah. I'm declaring this fan service. So yes.
Ooh, is it a text message?
It was a text message. Yeah.
Did someone figure out your phone number?
I think so.
Asking to sign up for some insurance.
No, my friends finally found my phone number after all these years.
Took them the podcast to figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly. Yeah, they just randomly stumbled upon the podcast.
After I bleeped all the numbers, they pieced together 2 episodes where I didn't bleep all the correct numbers.
That's what Jared's number is. So yeah, this is from a sometime listener, Andy.
Oh yeah, Andy.
Yep.
I know Andy.
We love Andy.
Love Andy.
Exactly. Yeah. Great dude. However,
the pause speaks volumes right there of how great of a dude he is.
However, he texted me last night.
Oh boy.
So perfect timing for Trailer Trash. I don't know if he knew this, but and starts real hot.
Andy coming in hot?
This is direct words from Andy.
Yep.
I absolutely reject the premise that 300 Rise of an Empire, a movie I have not seen in 8 years, is a bad movie.
What? Andy Stiltskins. That's his last name, right?
That's right. Yep. Its Rotten Tomatoes score is spitting distance to Troy, which is an unassailable masterpiece.
Unassailable? Is that like a sailing joke? Is it sailing? It's a sailing joke, right? Unassailable. Right.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Unassailable. Like yeah.
Andy the Sailor Man. That's right.
Right. Andy the Sailor Man.
And 300 Rise of Empire, as we know, we all know,
is a boating documentary.
Waterworld Part 2, right?
Waterworld Part 2. Making boats in Waterworld Part 2. Yep.
He finishes it with, "You boys need to touch grass." Which he's not wrong.
No, I haven't touched grass in a long time. Like actually physically touched grass, but
yeah.
All right. So Andy, that we did love, I take that all back.
Yep. And he originally misused "it's" at the top, but then he fixed it. So I wasn't going to call it out, but he fixed it. So
well, I don't know. He sent a nasty text like that. I mean,
right. But a nasty text is better than no text, listeners. So.
That's right. So go listen to previous episodes and figure out Jared's phone number and shoot him a text.
That's right. That's right.
We should we should just set up a why don't we have an ITMT Google Voice number?
Oh my God, you're totally right.
Right? The messages we get, the text messages we get, just so much spam. It'd be great.
Yep.
We could do on air because we're live, messing with spam people, you know?
That would be fun.
Trying to sell
like the old Meat days. Yeah. Longtime listeners will remember the Meat emails of 2021, maybe?
We still haven't found who those culprits were, those darn kids, but...
Nope. That guy who's applying for a job. And
poor guy. He probably didn't get hired. He's probably now homeless, living in Appalachian Mountains as a cannibal.
For sure. And that's a great segue into the rest of this. After I remember, listeners, you can be like Andy.
Yes, right. Are we done? We're done with Andy? We're done?
I think we're done with Andy, yeah. Okay. Big thanks to Andy. Unless you want to...
No.
Andy more?
No. Just thinking about his opinions on movies he hadn't seen in 8 years that aren't good. Yeah, but I mean...
Wrong.
Yeah.
He's wrong, and I told him he was wrong. I told him... it's slow. It's full of nonsense.
You just texted back, "You're wrong." The end.
Kind of.
Friendship over. I don't have heads in my freezer.
And like, you cannot possibly compare the all-star cast of Troy to the no one has ever heard of anyone except Cersei cast of 300 Rise of an Empire.
But Eva Green. Eva Green was big then.
Sure.
But
sure.
Yeah. Everyone else is useless though.
Yeah. Ridiculous. Like comparing that to like Brad Pitt. You can't.
Like Brad Pitt.
Ridiculous.
Come on, get out of here.
Yeah. Right. So anyway, Andy, you, which is our way of saying thank you.
That's right. That's right.
And listeners, you can also be like Andy and send us an email. That's preferred. But you can send me a text too if you want, if you can figure it out.
You can say, listeners, you can be just like Andy and go yourself.
That's right. That's right. And yourself all the way to an email addressed to the boys here. It's thisbeatsthat@gmail.com.
Do it.
And tell us your darkest secrets. How many heads do you have in your freezer?
Oh, how many do you think you could fit in a freezer?
What kind of freezer are we talking about? Like a door?
No, we're talking standard like Samsung or whatever. New, you just got your apartment renovated. You got a new refrigerator in there.
Yep.
I'm talking new stuff. We're not talking like a cooler thing you get down in the basement like that. That's too creepy.
Sure.
We're talking it's right
like
out front.
A drawer underneath, right?
Yeah, no.
Freezers.
Yeah, that'd be not one of those. No, we're talking just a top door.
Yep.
Top
door.
You got your ice cream.
Two heads tops.
Two? You think that's it?
Yeah.
I feel like I could
maybe
fit
3.
I think I could fit 3 in mine, ice cube tray and some, my frozen meats in there, which frozen meats, that's the heads too, not including the heads.
Are they tiny people?
No.
Okay.
3, I could stack them up in there pretty good, I think. Right?
You got a big freezer, huh?
I mean, it's not bad. I mean, it's probably a 24 by 20. Yeah, it's pretty good size, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I got a big noggin, so I'm thinking Jared size heads.
The average head like a foot
too,
from top to bottom, and then less than that right back. So
I think the average head is probably about a foot. Yeah.
All right. Well, just something to think about. That's all.
2 to 4. 2 to 4. Let's say 2 to 4.
You know what? Also, don't keep them in your freezer.
Of course. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's a trophy you don't need. Okay. Get rid of that. All right.
Right.
We're done with that.
That's right. Don't put it in a well that you're going to drink from later.
That's right. Don't do that. Safety tip. And don't put it in the trunk of a car you're speeding down the highway with.
Also right. But not your freezer either.
Yeah, not your freezer. Just general advice.
Pigs can eat bone.
I've heard that.
Listeners get pigs.
That's why you never trust a pig farmer, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As quoted from Snatch. Yeah.
Yep. Never trust a pig either.
Yeah, that's right.
As quoted from ITM.
and Pig Babe in the City.
Ice Cube?
From SVU.
Nope, that's Ice T.
Oh, it's Ice-T.
The other eyes. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Okay. That's good. Good
Should we talk about the trailer?
I'm trying to see. Long-time listeners will know when we're avoiding getting to a trailer, it means it's probably not going to be all that good.
That's right.
I'm dreading this. This looks boring.
It looks pretty awful, yeah.
You know what? I'm 2024. I'm trying to be positive. We're halfway through the year. I'm still being positive. You know what? They did their best. They did their best, right?
They try. I bet they tried. Probably.
People just keep trying. You know, just keep going out there. You keep failing, and at some point you're like, you know what? I should do something else. But until then,
listeners never learn.
Never learn.
Just keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect different results.
And before you know it, you'll have your own Snyder cut. You know. Like my full vision, it's like 3 hours long. No, it's not. Trust me.
We should all be so lucky.
No vision should be no more than an hour and a half.
Saw an article this morning that was like, Zack Snyder does not understand that 2 terrible 5-hour movies is not the way to start a franchise. If you're trying to do a Star Wars knockoff, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You gotta have people want to see the movies.
And just, I mean, yeah. More doesn't mean better, right? More. Well, that's our philosophy, though. We do more. I mean,
yeah, more is more better. We all know that.
That's true. Damn it. ITMT cut. All right. So we're done there. Fan service. We did that. We introed the pod. We did that. All right. We know what movie we're doing. So, yeah. The Devil Below, 2021. We did that. Okay. We got explorers specializing in stuff, amateurs, yada yada. Okay.
Yeah. Summed it all up.
Heads and freezers. I could probably fit 3 plus my ice cream and my frozen food. Right. Mm-hmm. So I'm good. Okay.
Plus food. Okay.
I don't have much. I don't have much in there.
My freezer's usually pretty full.
I have nothing in there. See, that's the thing. If you're storing heads, you can't be having things.
Right.
Freezing the heads. What are you doing?
I eat a lot of broccoli.
A lot of frozen broccoli.
Yeah, I buy that by the 2-pound bag, several 2-pound bags.
Really? You don't. You get what do they call them? There's a specific name.
All kinds. Florets, mini florets, chopped.
You look like a floret guy.
Put that shit on everything. Oh man, I
steam
never made a broccoli I didn't like.
I
steam it. No, that's the worst way to have broccoli.
I don't think roast it. Bad. I mean, roasting it hands on. Yes, I agree. Cook the shit.
Yep.
Right. Nice little char on it.
Oof. All right, the boys are back.
All right, here we go. Food podcast. Here we are. All right, so we're getting into the trailer. Here we go. Right, trailer trash. Right.
Yep, that's right. Who maybe friended the pod? Vertical Entertainment.
I think so.
Vertical Films.
You've made the joke about being horizontal films because there was some other movie we did.
It was pretty funny.
Yeah, you made that joke, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah, the listeners love that one. I got so many texts and emails about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
All right, so we come in Vertical Films, overhead shot moving vertically.
That's right.
Right.
Very ominous music.
Very ominous. We're going over a minor, not minor like as in a young adult, but like a young human, but like a minor.
Glad you clarified.
Yes, minor coal mine.
Yep.
There's like trucks and stuff. They're doing their things. They're mining for
a lot of skookum. Assorted skookum here at Shookum Hills Mining Co.
Skookum.
You never heard that word?
No, I don't know what that word means.
Listeners can maybe define it better, but it's just like it's like machinery. Like if you like looking for like skookum porn, it's like big machinery that does God knows what.
Oh, that's awesome.
Skookum.
Skookum? Is there
skookum? Yeah, with a K. SK. Oh, it's spelled exactly like this, but with a K and 7H. That's why I'm like, they must be doing a play on that.
Oh, I thought they were doing Shookum Hills as like a Shookum is like, ooh, I'm scared.
Yeah, no. Well,
Skookum, that makes more sense.
Yeah.
It's pretty dumb.
It is pretty dumb.
Because I think you're right.
Yeah. Listeners,
tell us
am I right?
Tell Charity's wrong. Oh my God, Skookum. That's fun because I do like big machinery. That's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, me too. Yeah. Maybe it's only the Reddit thing that they calls that skookum. I don't know. I hope it's a thing that's beyond that. But if you go to the Reddit that's
at least, right?
/r/skookum, it's all big machinery like that. It's nice.
This is changing my world right now.
Yeah. We're hip.
Right. So we got I know you're not gonna know who this actor is. He's like the working man.
There's famous people in this movie?
There's one guy.
One guy?
Don't say famous people. Say famous person.
Famous person. Yeah.
Will Patton shows up. He's the dad here. He's the guy who's like the dad.
I'm more of a Patton Oswalt guy.
I know. He's been in like a ton of things. He's a Hollywood working man. He's been in stuff forever. And he's like one of those actors, he pops up and you're like, oh, I know that guy. I know who he is. He was in and he played like an important role in this. He was in like a No Way Out with Kevin Costner back in the 80s. He was in one of the recent seasons of Yellowstone. He was the real. Yeah, I don't know if you watch that show.
I didn't watch that.
Okay, that's fine. He's in that. He's just like all over the place all the time. He's a great actor. He's like this cool character actor kind of guy. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, never heard of him or seen him before.
He will hopefully be the only redeeming factor of this entire movie. So.
Okay. We have that much faith in this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a father. Yeah,
he's a dad.
We're reminded immediately.
They're coming out of the mines. We're coming out of the Shookum mines, and there they are, dad,
hey,
son.
Dad.
And there's a weird edit where it's like, oh, it just cuts in being like, hey, son, go get your tools and meet me in the truck. And son's like, all right, Dad.
All right, Dad.
I love fracking. And no, that's not what they're doing. They're mining. But anyways. So he runs back. Dad turns around. All of a sudden, there's like a cut to shot of the miners coming out of the mine. It was kind of a cool shot, like looks like whatever they're coming out. And then we cut back
mine stuff.
No, we cut back to Daddy walking, and the son just gets snatched from behind.
It's like, help!
It was like someone, it was like the old like vaudeville, like they got the big like hook on him and just like pulled him to the side. Like, see ya.
Yep.
And then Dad turns around, he runs back for him. He's like,
wait a second, my son doesn't move like that.
That's weird. And he finds him. He's like on a ladder. And so this is really weird. It was really hard to see what's going on here, but it was like, so the sun is like
that's
actually
be a theme.
Yeah, I think so too. I think they're going to use darkness to their CG abilities here. And the son's like, I think on a ladder, and Dad's like, I got you, son. I don't know if he says that, but
yeah.
And then he doesn't have him. So
no, his son, I think, is dead.
Yes,
pretty safe.
Yeah, pretty sure. But then like the dad gets like sideswiped. He gets like hit in the head or something. It's really weird interactions. Like the dad gets hit, the son gets dragged
attacked,
down. Yeah, he's attacked. The son gets dragged down, and we cut to a title card for 40 years.
Yeah, which listeners? I know
I've
you're
been alive.
Well, more than that.
Damn you.
Nice try, buddy.
I can round down.
That's right. You're in your early 40s.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more year of that.
Oh yeah, that's mid. Yeah,
then you're mid. Yeah. You hate to see it.
It's all mental state.
But yeah, you can like predict it now, listeners. We've seen this movie 100 times already.
Yes.
40 years. Some things are better off forgotten about. Is basically where we're gonna go.
Yeah. Obviously, like things are down in a basement. They've sealed it up. Yada yada yada. I mean, that's basically the entire trailer, right? But then someone opens up the hatch, and then we're okay.
Yes. We've done this movie probably already.
Yeah, we've done. I think we.
Yeah, like the one with. Go
ahead. Come on.
The guy.
I'm fishing it out.
Based on the movie. Alone in the Dark.
You tell me there's a movie based on a movie? On a movie?
Yeah, didn't we do Alone in the Dark?
You mean based on a video game?
Based on a video game starring that guy who I like.
Christian Slater?
Christian Slater. Yeah.
There you go. There it is.
I didn't get it. You got it.
And the other guy, not Ethan Hawke, but the other guy.
Oh,
the other guy looks just like Ethan Hawke. Okay. Yeah, they go down in the basement, they open the door. I'm like, don't open the door. Don't open the door to hell.
That's right.
Yeah.
Works every time.
He's literally the same movie. Anyways. All right, so we get the title card, and then we get a shot of the Appalachian Gorge here, and then we got
some wilderness.
Get some Jeep driving on the bridge, and we got some foreign lady being like asking for directions, voiceover, and then we get a shot of the lady and the bros, the explorer bros, the amateur bros exiting the Jeep.
I never heard of that town.
And then we cut to
what?
Yeah. What? She's like, I'm looking for directions to Shookham Hills, and he's like, I don't know where that is.
Yeah,
this is great. We get to pull out our best Appalachian accents, which I love.
Oh yeah, it's just I'm just gonna do South.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Maybe a little more hillbilly.
I mean, once you get out of New England, you're all in the South.
Yeah, more moonshine based. We should be drunker for this.
Yeah. So let's just drink straight moonshine. Just can't find the hills from over there on top of the hills. Like what? I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Talk about chicken.
You're like, I got some heads in my freezer for cooking later.
Ooh.
We're not saying that everyone down there is cannibals, but we're just saying majority.
Some of them, right?
Some of them are.
Majority. Yeah.
Just keep
the
driving.
Silent majority.
Yes, don't stop. Just keep driving through. It's beautiful to look at, but don't stop and talk. Don't ask for directions.
Never ask for directions.
Safety tip: always know where you're going. Always know where you are. Always know where you're going. Right? Is that?
Yeah. No, you're totally right. It's that's safety tip.
I think that's actually already a safety tip, isn't it? There's already a safety tip about always know where you are.
Wait, I mean, these already all exist, Russ.
Right. I mean, that's what I'm saying is that there's one variation. It's like always know where you are.
There is one that's always know where you are. That's correct. That's number 13, as we all know.
Is 14 always know where you're going?
That's right. 14 is always know where you're going. Never ask for a map. It's
that's right.
It's got a semicolon.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Thought so. Especially down there. Just have a paper map with you.
Yep, that's right.
So then we cut to another title card. A town was lost. Over 40 years ago, a town was lost.
A town was lost.
And we get shots of the gang. They're hiking. They're like, we're amateur explorers. We're going checking out quarries.
Excuse me, adventurers.
Sorry, adventurers.
Preferred term is adventurer.
I think some of us are foreign and some of us aren't.
Ooh, Canadians?
Yeah. You get some accents in there. It's great.
Wow, I'm not paying attention.
Oh, there was one guy who definitely had a British accent. Oh my God, maybe I'm not paying attention. Yeah, maybe I just, in my head, I was like, this guy should have a British accent.
That's our other best accent.
Let's go. All right, we're going down the pit. Who's fast?
Shrimp on a bobby.
Oh, that's the...
Right, listeners?
That's all right. All right, let's go down the pit fast. I elect you.
I'm you, Jackman.
That's not...
Pip.
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm saying all these listeners. This is a test for the YouTube algorithm. We figured out, like, we're doing auto uploads to YouTube now, and it's listing actors that are kind of random in the description. And I'm like, is it because we said them?
So let's see if like they just pulls up Hugh Jackman.
Yeah. I don't know, Moby, maybe Moby, not an actor, but
wait,
I wonder
the DJ
Moby be in there? Yeah.
He's like, I wouldn't go in there. He's like, oh, I wouldn't go down there. Like, shit, what?
Yep, famous Australian Moby.
All right, so we get the gang. The gang shows up, and someone says, "What are you expecting to find here?" The lady, right? Yeah, the lady. She's like,
yeah.
"What are you expecting to find here?" And she's got like a French accent. They're all. It's a mix. It's a melting pot of amateur explorers. Okay, and that's what we're trying to get to here. Okay.
That's right. The amateur adventurers. Excuse me. You keep saying explorers.
Oh, right. I keep thinking Dora Explorer.
No. The adventurers here.
Right,
they're
adventurers.
like, yeah. They're a metaphor for the United States.
Obviously, right? It's a melting pot. Yeah. Bring them all in here, and then they die. Right? Okay.
That's right. That's right. There's no health insurance.
Nope. And no one cares. All right, so then we get an old newspaper clippings of like the old. Well,
yeah. What are you expecting to find here? The guy's like, even with the fires, like something different. And then it's like showing a newspaper. It's like the fires continue to burn for hundreds of years. Like what? What?
So, I love how it's always like the newspaper clipping of like, it's like, the old fires, the old mill, the old fires at the mine. Yeah, we haven't been open for hundreds of years. Like what?
I believe this character now. I see a newspaper to back up what he's saying.
Right. Factual information here. Mm-hmm. And then we got another dude being like, hey, people just don't just disappear. Let's
Something happened.
Something had to have happened. All right, guy who just making up theories here to get us all in trouble. It'll be another title card. A secret was bird.
Yeah.
A secret was bird.
Yep. Exactly like Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, this is, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. This is Alone in the Dark. Yeah.
Okay. We'll hang on to that nugget.
Yeah.
So then we get Dad Patton here. Daddy Duke's here. He crashes the exploration group, the adventurers, and he's like, in their hut, and he's like, hey, what y'all doing here? What y'all doing? Hey,
you guys.
Hey, don't touch my coffee. What are you doing here? And they're kind of like, what? Well, then we cut to the...
He's trying to break into the mines, which then they didn't go do.
Right. We cut to the open next day, or whatever, daytime. They're in the I think it's a quarry, right? Isn't that a quarry? Quarry?
You keep saying query. That's when you ask a question.
I know. Quarry. Sometimes I can't pronounce things. You know this.
I know this. Yeah.
It's 300 episodes of me mispronouncing things.
I'm here to help.
Quarry.
Yeah, I won't let you Emiratis yourself anymore.
But it's fun though. It's fun to learn how to pronounce.
It's fun to learn new things. Listeners, don't you come here to learn new things? Everyone, like, this is basically Arthur on podcasts, right? Like, we're for kids. Learn stuff.
Right. Have the kids listen. We bleep out all the swears, most of them, some of them.
We bleep out at least one or two of the swears.
Right. You might want to skip the whole heads in the freezer thing, but they'll understand.
No, don't skip it. The kids need to know.
They need to understand space and geometry and
right.
Like, we're talking about volume here. We're talking about volume of heads you can fit inside of a freezer based on
volume. That's right. We're not mathologists. No.
But we're solving basic real world problems.
World War problems. That's right.
I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Ask us about Ukraine.
I can tell you just doesn't sound.
It's an email.
I can tell you it just doesn't sound good. That's all I can tell you.
That's right.
Let's stop doing that. That's all I can tell you.
Doing that.
Let's stop doing that. So many lessons to be learned. It's really it's a podcast about life and bad movies, not just bad movies.
Yeah, we're here. We're like the little friends inside your brain that you don't have, but you have because of us.
Right.
We're your friends.
Right. Because if you're hearing our voices, that means it's time for, right?
If this meets that, the podcast. That's right.
Right. Here we are doing trailer trash. What's the movie we're doing? Did we just start over? Oh, I don't know what's happening now.
Yeah, wait, take it from the top.
All right.
Fix it in post.
No.
No,
the show must go on. That's right. You fail, you keep moving on. You keep moving forward, right?
Don't be sorry, be better.
That's right. If you can't tell a friend, you shouldn't be doing it, damn it.
So,
right.
Yeah, Daddy's here being like, you guys shouldn't be here. No one should be here. And
no
everyone else is agreeing.
Yes,
we shouldn't be here.
Well, there's the one voice of reason character, right? Because there's like 4 or 5. Right. You got the two guys who are like, let's go check it out. We need to go do this. And there's like the lady's asking all the questions. No one's answering her, right? And then you got the one guy who's like, we shouldn't be here. Oh, we shouldn't be down here. Oh, we shouldn't be doing this. Oh, I'm lactose intolerant. Don't eat the ice cream. Like, that's that guy, right?
Yeah, you're gonna have diarrhea.
Don't do it. Oh, you celiac disease. Don't eat gluten. Don't eat that bread.
That's right.
That's that character.
That's that guy. Yeah,
that's that guy in every movie.
It's mostly allergy based.
Yeah, he says a thing, and then the audience is like, "Oh no, he's gonna do it anyways." No, don't do it.
You guys, I saw a bunch of milkweed down there. That is gonna make us all have hives.
Should our first horror movie be like we just it's like torture through like all like the things that people are allergic to, like peanut allergies, dairy products. Yeah. Like let's make some character whose his horror power is to like know what you're allergic to and then just feed it to you. Yeah.
And when you say the villain, I think we're doing like a better The Happening. I think the villain is nature.
Yes.
Right?
Right. Because milk, peanuts, what was the other thing? Gluten
from God.
Nature. Yeah. Yes. We're going after corporate America and
coming after God.
Yes, we're going right to the top.
Yeah, God, if you're listening.
Yeah, you spun this shit up.
Come at me, bro.
In the comments, preferably.
Yeah, if we can get God in the comments.
After he likes and subscribes, yeah.
Set us auto download, God.
He's like, I don't have to. I already know what you're saying. Yeah.
He's inside us all. Yeah. All right. Well,
he's not in the heads of my freezer.
Listeners, come for the freezer jokes, stay for the God talk. Is this a podcast about bad movies where we watch them so that people don't have to? Should we take a break and get more beer?
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
So it's nighttime, and the guy says he wants them gone. Daddy's like all upset that they're here. Why are they doing a mine thing?
Get
Don't
outta
do an
here.
expedition. Exposition?
Exposition, all of it, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sure we're going to get one.
exposition right in this moment, probably.
Yep. And then we get the lady here running the show. Like, why do you need private security anyway for a scientific expedition?
Where did that come from? I was like, what?
I think it's because they wanted to have guns in the movie. And they were like, security team?
Yeah, let's put a security team in there. It's like the Marines going in with an aliens, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they actually needed that, though.
Right. Yeah, a little bit different. It's kind of like Alone in the Dark, where they're like,
oh, yeah.
Why do we have guns again? You're a detective? Kind of.
Kind of.
Okay.
What do you even do? Whatever.
Ghost detective?
Ghost detective. Yeah, so the guy who I thought had a British accent, maybe he doesn't anymore. He's like, well, to keep us safe, you know, as we go down to the pits of hell, the devil below. Hello, and then we get a quick shot to our adventure bros spelunking, lowering down into the cave, the massive cavernous area, and
safe from what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Before they were lowering a camera in. That's what it was. They were like,
it was a camera first. Yeah,
camera. I think
microphone.
It was a combination because they could cut to like the camera view. I think we're gonna get a lot of like kind of found footage.
Definitely, yes.
Type shots because like there's another shot later on where there's a camera on the ground and we see like the violence happening in the background, but then also through the lens of thing. That's a J.J. Abrams special. We've seen that a million times. Mm-hmm. It's not a bad thing to steal, but do your own thing with it. Hopefully. Yeah,
we haven't been describing the shots that much yet, other than like. They're dark, but they're also like all generally third person, like taking, you know,
and a lot
regular
of
movies.
Just people just around. Like towards the end of this trailer, it's just people's faces.
Yeah,
like nothing's really happening. It's like, that's pretty much it. So
that's right.
So we get to the team daytime back right in the quarry here, and they're listening. Quarry, it's the quarry. Damn it.
Corey. Like Corey Feldman.
I know.
Corey Feldman?
Corey
Feldman. In the description, maybe we'll see Corey Feldman.
I think he's on tour with Limp Bizkit, by the way.
Oh, no shit. He's not the dead one then.
No. It's Haim. Haim's the dead one. Haim. Corey Haim's the dead one. Feldman is the one who's just... We've said this before.
We talk about Corey Haim a lot and Corey Feldman a lot.
We do. That would be a great guest.
But Haim's dead.
Well, either one.
Feldman, though. Feldman.
Absolutely.
One of the two Corys.
Off the rails in a heartbeat. It'd be great.
So Quarry, like Corey.
Quarry. I don't know. It's a QRARY. I can't.
Yep. It's a QR code thing. Don't worry.
Why don't we just name it something else? Why don't we just call it Pit in the Ground?
Yeah, at the mine. We'll say mine. We'll say at the mine.
There we go. the opening of the mine. Because I'm having such a hard time with that. So we got they're all hanging out, and we got the audio guy who's like, "Oh man, you guys hear this?" And he's like, "No, because you have the headphones on, you moron." He's like, "Wow!" And he rips them off. He's like, "This is crazy sounds," and it's loud.
It's like predator noises. It's like clicking.
That was my first. I was like, "So there's a predator down there? You guys are definitely." You're all screwed.
Actually, it does kind of, when they show it in a second, it does kind of look like a predator, doesn't it?
Yeah, with the background, the night vision thing.
Is this a fanfic movie?
Save that for prognostication.
You're right.
So they get a jump scare because then he's like, "Oh man, it's crazy. We got some contacts. Our first amateur expedition here." And then there's rope going down to the pit or some pit, and it just starts getting pulled, and it wraps around his leg like a comedy circus moment.
Something about this doesn't feel quite right, and then immediately gets dragged away by his ankle. Yeah,
like what? Why are you standing in the middle of the rope like that?
Who knows?
You know why? Amateurs,
amateur adventurers. That's right.
Pros don't stand in the loop of the rope that's just laying around that goes down to the pit to hell. That's
right. Can you imagine being a pro adventurer? Oh, man. Indiana Jones, pro adventurer?
Absolutely.
I mean,
pro archaeologist.
Archaeologist.
Yeah, I mean,
are archaeologists just pro adventurers?
I mean, grave robber.
Yeah. He's not a hero.
I mean, he is in our hearts, but when you really look at what he's doing, you're like,
yeah.
Should you be taking that? And he's like, well, it belongs in a museum, or does it just belong where it was?
Hates Nazis.
I'd love to see that, right? For every metal he steals from the ground, you know what? He hates Nazis, right? So
yeah, for every artifact he's stolen, he has melted a Nazi's face. So
right.
So I appreciate that.
That's a win in our book.
That's right.
All right, so this guy has gotten the audio guy. He's getting pulled down to the pit.
Yep.
And we get another title card. Some places
are warm. Go on.
And some places are scary.
Yeah. So then obviously they go down to the mine like dum-dums. They're like, well, we got to go get the guy who got dragged down to the mine.
Obviously, let's go get Terry. And it's like, well, there's probably a moment to write this right here where they're like, oh, we should call help, blah, blah. Like, no, we don't have time. Someone's like, we don't have time for this. Let's just go down there and get him. And it's like, all right, let's listen to that guy.
Anytime anyone says Terry, this is a good aside. And for the listeners too.
Sure.
Have you seen the Key and Peele Terry's skit?
Oh, no, I don't think I have.
Oh my God, dude. It's so funny. We'll watch it after this.
Okay.
Listeners, go stop what you're doing. Pause the podcast. Go watch. It's like 2 minutes. The Key and Peele sketch about Terry's. And it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen. But I can't now. I don't know why I got reminded of it the other day, and I watched it again, and I can't think about anytime anyone says Terry, I'm like,
Terry's. So they're going to look for Terry.
They're going to look for Terry. Yeah.
And then someone's like, we cut to, so we're down in the pit, and they're like lowering down, and someone's like, oh, did you hear that? And then somebody get a quick flash of something running in front of the camera. All right. Yeah. And then back up top, they're like, what was that thing? And then like some local shows up and he's like, how long has this been open for? You know, like, what are you guys doing? What are you dummies doing over here?
Yeah. You've let it out, presumably.
Yeah. Why would you go down? Stop.
That's not what you want.
No, the title card are hidden. So then we get this is where it gets kind of quick cutty and like stupid. I don't know. Not much really happens, but kind of does. So we get like,
there's like security team doing protection work.
Yeah, like the crew's getting like hopping into the back of a truck. Yeah, the dad being like, we do security and protection work. And she's like, who do you protect? And he's like, y'all.
Which like...
He doesn't say that, but...
No, he says you, but still.
But, yeah.
Stupid. Why would you ask who do you protect? It's like...
It's a security team. What do you...
All of us. God.
Damn it.
Yeah, so we get people like... oh wait, this is the title card first, right? Are hidden for a reason.
For a reason, right?
Before we get the guys pointing guns at stuff.
Yeah, the whole. It looks like a bunch of locals are all lining up guns at like the mine entrance.
Darkness.
Darkness that we can't see except for a keep out sign, which maybe do a little more than that,
or maybe keep out,
or maybe just read the sign.
Read the sign.
Read the signs. Just read this. Read the damn signs. This goes for everything in life. This is not a safety tip. This is just a common sense thing. Just read the signs. Read a sign. Somebody thought about your question already and anticipated it and made a sign about it. And there's a sign for it. Like no beer beyond this point. What do you think that means? No beer beyond this point.
No beer beyond that point. And if you have that question still and the sign doesn't answer it, let's make a new sign.
This is like, right?
Signs are important.
They are important. Read them. It's not your living room. All right. So then...
Small businesses got to stay in business, you know?
That's right.
The sign business, I'm assuming.
Right. Because without signs,
That's probably a union job, right?
Without signs, we have no direction, right? So
That's right.
right.
Yeah. Sponsored by a big sign.
sponsored by One Direction.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I like that. They're way bigger than signs.
Yeah.
So where were we? All right, so we get the dad voiceover. He's going on about how like they took his son. He's like, took my son. I've been fighting him ever since. He's in a truck driving.
What?
Okay. Who are you fighting that sealed up?
For 40 years.
40 years.
Also, he looks exactly the same at the beginning of the trailer as he does now. Which
he definitely does.
And that kid was a teenager. So you're like, wait a second. Is he 90?
He's probably pretty old at this point. They're not doing any de-aging. If they do, that's not good. Don't do that.
No.
They don't have the money for that. There's no bill for that. And then like in between us, we get a quick shot of like the creature hand coming out of a pit. Like, blah, blah.
Yeah. Ooh,
and then
spooky monster.
And we get the night vision shots. Oof, I love all the different cameras we got.
Yeah, it's like a big montage of stabbing and grabbing and all kinds of fun stuff that happens in the dark, bump in the night.
Yeah, and we get the old classic like, listen, shh, you smell that? And when we spot something behind him, it's like it looks like a predator. It looks like a naked predator. He's like, he's like, and then they all cut to the cave, or we're in some type of cave path thing. They're all running.
Yeah.
The more found footage camera shot, the camera doing a shot of the camera, doing a shot of the violence thing. We've seen it a million times.
That's right. Is that when we get the voiceover obvious? No matter what you do, don't let him grab you. You're like,
yeah, like don't let anyone grab you.
Yeah, I'm trying not to get grabbed.
Yeah, and just again, that's not that's just obvious. Don't let anyone grab you. Just
not helpful.
Yes, hold, sure, maybe, but that's but grab is no,
thank you.
No, thank you. All right, so we got a quick shot of another woman who I think is a local woman. It's really weird. I don't know if you noticed it, but there's like another woman that's in this part of like the local dad crew here, and she becomes all of a sudden like really important in these last few shots. So I'm like wondering if it's really strange because she pops up all of a sudden. She's like, she's like, hey, this isn't good. And we get the door getting bashed open and like guys flaring back, and then what
gunfire.
Yeah, gunfire. Dad's shooting a gun, and the lady's like, get out of here, and then there's like a shot of a dude like in red, like throwing a grenade, and there's an explosion.
Yeah.
And people's
then
faces.
we see the monster again.
Yeah, kind of briefly, right?
Yep.
And
split second. Yep.
And then the very, very end, there's the creepy.
Then there's the teeth.
Yeah, it's like a circle with teeth.
Yeah, it's like a sandworm kind of thing, but
it's a dune worm with
bigger teeth.
Bigger. Well, you get the same amount of teeth.
Well, proportionally bigger. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then title card, The Devil Below.
Hooey!
That boy's got the devil in his hands.
I'm fixing to have some moonshine for this one.
We're gonna do some moonshine. Come on in. All right.
Hey. That's right, buddy.
Go on, get now, she.
Sorry, Southern listeners. And by sorry, I mean
you're welcome.
Be better. I'll just practice my accent instead.
That's right. Don't be sorry. Be better. And that's it. That's the trailer.
Yeah.
That's it. It took us like an hour to get through, but yeah. Cool.
Yeah. So is it time for Jared and Russ prognosticate?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the time. What do you got? What do you think?
I'm hoping that this is like maybe like a Bane situation. Like this is like a Dark Knight Rises, like a.
Ooh. Okay.
Maybe some kind of monster born in the darkness.
Devil Below Rises. Okay. All right.
Right. Something
sounds like a good sequel.
I think it's the son. Maybe. I think it's one of those where like the thing that the creature that grabbed him, he has eventually become the creature.
Yes.
And
yes.
Right. Like daddy's probably gonna kill him at the end and be like, no, my boy. That's part of it. Or maybe the creature will just like snap daddy's back on his knee or something. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be pretty cool. I think you're right. I think it's like whatever's down there, just like it's almost like a body snatcher type thing, but they turn him into like the creature that like a mix of like a human and creature. And I think at the end of the day, like the sun creature, he's been down there for 40 years. He just wants to play catch with his dad, and that's why he's trying to get out. He's just trying to get out to play catch with his dad, and because he wants to play, he wants to toss the ball with his dad. But we all just want to play catch with our dad in the backyard.
And I think it's going to be kind of like we haven't talked too much about, I think the trailer was a lie. I think the production is going to be a lot more like a Woody Allen movie. And I think the darkness is going to be a character.
Okay. Like New York.
That's right. Less, banging your daughter, that kind of thing, but more darkness. Yeah.
More darkness. Yeah. Even more darkness? What?
Yeah, different kind of darkness.
Yeah, different kind of darkness. We're going different kind. We're taking a right off this exit. Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Wait, where are you going with that one? So it's a Woody Allen movie?
Yeah. I think it's gonna be shot kind of like a Woody Allen movie.
So what I need here is I need this monster.
Exactly. That's right.
Someone's got a anxiety.
I think the dad is gonna be that character. I think everything we saw in the trailer is a lie.
Okay, I think I'm sticking with the son creeps up. He kills the adventurers. I think just kill them all, or maybe there's gonna be like a.
You only hope.
This kind of feels like it's gonna turn into like an action movie towards the end. Like they're gonna try and do like a thing or like an Aliens thing, or it becomes an action. Yeah, and it's gonna turn into an action movie. I mean, I think once they get in there, they're gonna realize that the pit continues, right?
Oh, yeah.
And the other end is at the orphanage where Alone in the Dark.
Yep.
They're just on the other end. And with those monsters.
Prequel.
Yeah, it's a prequel, obviously.
A sequel prequel, yeah.
Sequel prequel.
Midquel?
Well, yeah, we're doing a 300 Rise of the Empire. Yeah. We're doing like this is like a prequel, but also takes place at the same time as Alone in the Dark.
Yep.
But then also takes place after Alone in the Dark. Yeah, so just a little bit, like a touch. Just a little touch.
Perfect. I think it's the perfect movie.
Yeah, but it's gonna be kind of like a Field of Dreams thing, though. I think at the same time, where I think the son just wants to play catch with his dad. If you build it, you can play catch with your son.
Is Christian Slater Kevin Costner?
I think so. I think that's where we're at right now. Yep.
Just trying to get more celebrities in the feed.
In the feed. It's all about the algorithms.
Yeah. You know who I love? Elijah Wood.
No one's searching for him anymore.
You don't think so? No. Everyone loves Elijah Wood. What are you talking about?
I don't know.
A national treasure.
Is he though?
What? Oh my God.
I mean, who is Nicolas Cage? Am I right?
That's right. Best friend of the pod.
Everyone's searching for him all the time, right?
That's right. Have you seen Renfield?
No, I haven't. Have you heard of an actor?
You gotta watch Renfield.
Have you heard of an actor named Pedro Pascal?
I have. He acts with Nicolas Cage in that movie. At least once.
We're just testing the internet. We're just testing AI. That's all we're doing right now. So
that's right. It's all for the algorithm, baby.
Yeah, that's all it is. That's all we are. Just algorithms. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. I think we got a pretty good, solid idea what this movie's going to be. It's going to be a prequel, midquel, postquel, sequel to Alone in the Dark, mixed with a little Field of Dreams.
And a little bit of Dark Knight Rises.
And
a little bit of killing your own son at the end who becomes the monster, body snatcher kind of thing.
Yes, love it.
And I guarantee that we'll forget all of this by part 1.
And I think that definitely. And definitely maybe one of these monsters is a thing that actually is a prequel to, it's like one of those like multiverse prequels where it's a prequel to multiple movies.
Ooh.
Where I think the creature that comes out of the ground obviously wants to play catch, Field of Dreams thing, but I think there's another one down there because they eat all the explorers. I think then they pop up because like the whole underground thing is just a big, colony ant farm type thing that pops up in different parts of the world. I think there's going to be one that pops up in Iowa. I don't know if that's where they were. Not Field of Dreams. Different place. Yeah. It's the alien from Signs with our least favorite friend of the cast, Mel Gibson. It's a prequel to that.
Speaking of Nazis, it all comes back to Nazis.
Right? Fascist son of a bitch.
Huh.
Get a job.
Get a job, Mel Gibson.
Get a job. Get a job and pay taxes. Shut up.
That's right. Taxes are good.
Well, yeah, you got to fix roads and stuff and put up signs.
You got to fix roads.
You got to put up signs. Oh, look at
Fire department for the firemen.
Right?
Hey, cheers to the firemen.
That's right.
And women, firemen and women, fire people.
That's right. Fire people. People who deal with fire.
That's right.
We're so proud of you. Okay, we should probably stop this now. Are we done? Yeah.
I think so. We got to go watch that Terry's skit.
That's right. Key and Peele's going to show up on the like,
all I want Is that copyright?
I don't know. It doesn't matter anymore. What is it? AI is taking over. What does it matter if we steal something?
Right. Nothing matters.
Yeah. People are more worried about AI stealing things than the two
God
of us.
is good.
Yeah. He sees all. He loves all. All right. Well, I think that's it. I think we've done our damage here. So thanks for listening. We're going to close up the mine, seal the mine, if you will.
The mine of comedy.
Shookem Hills. Can't wait. I'll be back next week with a full breakdown of this ridiculous movie, which I'm sure is going to be fun. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Everything's fine.
In the meantime, you can follow us on Instagram. It's This Meets That. Subscribe to us wherever you listen to us or wherever you listen to podcasts. And set us to auto download.
Yes, please.
I assure you I'm not reading us off a script right now. And if you like the show, you should tell a friend. Tell a friend. Right. Even if their head is in their freezer, let them know. Because you know what?
Yeah.
You're going to listen for them.
Freezer heads are people too.
That's what we're saying.
Yep. And go and tell the freezer heads on iTunes or Apple Podcasts, whatever. Doesn't matter. Wherever they let you do a review, do that too. While you're doing us favors. Right? Old freezer head.
Old freezer head.
Yeah. 5 stars would be nice. Maybe a comment, something about freezer heads. Otherwise, send us an email. It's thismeetsthat@gmail.com. Address it to your old freezer head pals, Russ and Jared. If you don't want to do any of those things, just go to the website. You're like, guys, asked me to do 100 things.
I'm trying to organize heads in my freezer. How can I do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. What am I made of? Time?
Right. No.
Get it.
I can't understand it.
We're freezing heads. Everyone's freezing heads.
Packing heads in
we're not freezing heads.
No, we are not freezing heads. But I mean, Disney is. So
that's right. Yeah. Speaking of Nazis, it all comes back to Nazis. we're back, baby. And go to the website where you can find all kinds of crazy shit, episodes, T-shirts, not coasters. I lied to you for years. Not mouse pads.
You've been lying to me.
I've been lying to you for years. Sweatshirts, though. So many other items of clothing. Tapestries.
Winter is upon us. Winter is upon us, right?
Winter is coming. That's right.
If you own a bong or you know someone who owns a bong, they need a tapestry. Get one from us. Do it.
Get them a tapestry. It's thismeetsthat.com. Click on the merch button. Or go buy Russ's book, Host. It's wherever you get books. There's a sequel coming soon. I keep saying that so that way you work harder.
That's right. Okay, yes, I need to do that. Correct.
But yeah, and don't forget that we love you. 300 more episodes. 300 more years.